Alright, so I hit M to bring up the map. That was part of the quest. You can see here on the map your locations. If you put your mouse on a location and you hit the F key, you can set a custom location. To clear it, mouse back over it and hit F again. That will remove it. Okay, so here we are in Cold Harbor, and we're going to get into some combat here. And I've got my handy dandy newest little thing here, newest spell. Okay, so now you see there's all kinds of people running around. Some of these are players. Most of these are not. Like, here's a player. This is Elvrin Darkmoor, whoever the heck that is. Okay, that was a Soul Shriven. That was not a player character. So there's my spell, and whoa! Okay, so now you saw when that person died there was a red circle on the ground. The red indicates a area of effect, be it something like a death effect or a planned attack. So, like if you're fighting an archer, a lot of times you will see a cone-shaped red on the ground. You want to get out of that red area to avoid damage, and you can do that by using the dodge. That would have gotten me out of that cone. Additionally, you may be fighting someone hand to hand, and it might be a circle around you and them. That's, again, it's just an area of effect thing that's about to happen. You just need to clear it and move on. Alright, so there are still some people here, it looks like, playing, creating some new characters. I guess it is technically a Friday night on the day of release, so we'll kind of go with it, even though the game has technically been out for 24 hours at this point. Alright, so we're going to do the next part of the quest, and you're kind of getting an intro to this. There were 2 locations that you could have gone to. Either one is acceptable as far as the quest goes, but I'm trying not to let you see too much. If you're a role player like me, you'll appreciate the text and commentary and things. Alright, so here you see the advantages of having that skill. This is a very powerful spell. I believe I just one-shotted to him, so that's nice. Alright, so now we gotta go to the next part of the quest. Next thing I'm going to bring up here is, and actually I'm going to run to a little bit safer spot on the map here. Next thing I want to point out on this UI, they're very proud of the fact that they have kind of gone with a minimalist UI approach. If I clear that, this is what's on my screen at any given time. As things slow down, if things aren't coming in on my chat will actually disappear. You know, so that's pretty cool. I was planning on going over here. You'll see that the Shoddy Cast, for you Shoddy fans out there, is actually doing a welcoming event at Vocal Guard. I wanted to do this instead, so I'm kind of bowing out of that for the moment. But I do need to start wrapping this up. Alright, so up here, if I hit the period, that puts me into the mouse mode. You've got your chat window down here. You got your quest up here. You can hit T to toggle between quests. I only have the one, so it's not going to do anything right now. And then up here at the top, you have the compass. Now, I kind of tapped a movement key, and it brought me back into first-person view here, mouse look mode. But here you can see that there is a bar, and it points north, east, west, and south. And then there are icons on the board. And in this case, here in Cold Harbor, because I'm only working on one thing and there's not a whole lot in here, it's a tutorial zone, only thing on here is the arrow to indicate where I'm supposed to go. Okay, so one of the tricks to be successful in an Elder Scrolls game is learning how to see that arrow without actually staring at your compass. Alright, so now Lyris is going to yell at me because the door is warded, we can't get through. Curse you, Molag Bal. That's a tiny person. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and talk to her. Alright, so we're going to go talk to Cadwell now. I'm going to kind of run through here. We're going to run into people. Now you saw that little red around his head? That means he saw me and he's mad. One of the Shadowcast guys likes to refer to him as angry. You made him very angry, he'll say over and over again. So here we're gonna help somebody out by killing that thing for them. We're gonna sheath my weapon here, and we're gonna talk to Cadwell. And I'm not going to let you read that. You can read it for yourselves. Okay, so I'm going to go into the Undercroft, which I just happen to know is this way. I'm not really looting the way I would normally. Why, hello. Alright, well, as long as that somebody's killing that thing, I'm happy. Alright, and there you saw me and another person quickly took it out. Alright, so here I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to run through this really quickly. Control sneaks, something I did forget to mention. You can do sneak attacks regardless of your class from stealth. Obviously, if you are the Nightblade, you will get some bonuses to that. But I am not, so I'm not going to worry about it too much. Now here in Cold Harbor, you're going to find chunks and chests and all kinds of stuff. And really what we're looking for are lockpicks, armor, and good weapons. They give you some starter, what I'm going to call starter junk, because it's really junk. And I don't mean that like, oh, you know, they're mean to their players, they only give them junk. That's not actually the case. They actually give you starter weapons that aren't terrible. They're obviously nothing you want to keep. But you do want to try and find things like armor. I have never seen these, so I'm going to grab those. Alright, so if I go here, I can actually sort my loot. And it's not really sorting, it's more filtering. But you have weapon, armor, apparel actually, consumables, materials, miscellaneous, and quests. Last one is junk. You can flag something as junk and it'll go to the junk, and I haven't really played with that feature too much, so I can't really speak on it. But here we see that we have some heavy armor, which is good because that's what we wanted. That is armor rating of 30. It's level 2. I'm a level 2, so I should be able to equip it. So I go ahead and equip that. And you can't see it because of my stupid robes. But if I take off my robes, you can see that I actually have pants on now. Alright, so this is why I was in here all day on opening day. There are quite literally urns everywhere. I'm going to save us some time. We're just going to kind of rush through it here, and we're going to save the profit. There's our profit there in this magic cell. Little Miss Giant, and she's going to have me do some stuff. So we're going to go ahead and do that. We're getting near the end of this quest, so you might, if you really don't want to watch, don't want to have any spoilers, you probably really shouldn't be watching at this point. But we're going to go ahead and finish this out. Now you notice I am sprinting, and when I do sprint, it does eat up my endurance, so I can't sprint indefinitely. So that's something else to remember as well. Okay, so now we've done that. Now we're supposed to watch her do her thing. I'm going to turn my back so that you don't have to see it. And hopefully I'll be able to remove any audio that at the game put through into the video. I have no idea if it actually is recording the game audio or not. Okay, we're going to talk to him. Okay, so now we're going to enter the anchor mooring. And that's on the other side here, so we're just going to run all the way around. Okay, so here we are entering the anchor mooring. Now this is going to be a little bit more combat and stuff. And you'll get your first peek at some of the cooler graphics and stuff in the game, or at least what I think are cooler graphics. Okay, so now I have to get to the anchor base, which is that thing in there. You can see the anchors up there at the top is the active dark anchor that is connected to Nern. It connects Oblivion to Nern. We'll take a quick look at this trunk. Not really seeing anything. Okay. Now earlier in the game, I was telling you that you can, when they power up to do a power attack, you can block and hit them. Block, and if they hit you, they'll stun. And that's Moloch Ball right there, just so you guys can see. And he's going to summon me a nice big old monster to beat, Child of Bones there. But with casters, if you throw up a shield and they go to do their power-up attacks, they'll kind of flash red. And so when they flash red like that, you can, if you throw up your shield and then left click, you will shield bash them, and that will stun them. And it interrupts them as well. Unlike so many other MMOs, casters do not get interrupted when they are in melee battle. They can cast just like that. And kill things just like that. And so you see I actually got a heavy armor increase. So now I'm going to talk to our prophet here. And he's going to do the Sky Shard. So he's going to go and he's going to summon a Sky Shard for us. And we're going to see it appear here. So now this is a Sky Shard. If you collect 3 of these, and these are scattered throughout all of Tamriel, and all factions have some. There's several in Cyrodiil. There's some in almost every dungeon. So when you find one, what you do is you're going to use it, and I'm going to kind of zoom out here. So we're going to use that, and when we do, we're going to absorb it. And now we're attuning ourselves to Nern from a storyline perspective. Once we've collected 3 of those, you see here it says police has collected 1 of 3. Once you collect 3, you will actually get a skill point, an additional skill point. Alright. Now they actually have a Sky Shards, what we're going to call a Sky Shards achievements. So if we go here to, if you were to open one of those, what you would find is that that there are hints for the location, and they really are hints. They're not blatantly obvious. Go here to achieve X. They are literally meant to just be kind of hints, like, hey, if you were looking for this, you would probably want to go here. So that basically brings us to the end of the tutorials that I wanted to go ahead and get out there. I want to thank everybody for watching, and feel free to leave any comments, criticisms, etc. Again, thanks for watching.